Hello, beautiful souls. Hi, Libras. Welcome to your reading. Let's jump into astrology right now, and then we're gonna do the cards later. But just if you don't know me, I'm Shivani. I am the founder of Dream Life Lounge. I'm a human design, tarot, astrology, natal chart reader, and today we're gonna dive into what this month or this coming time, what this present energy is really for you. So stay tuned. We are gonna cover astrology and then we're gonna pull out some cards. Um, I had a look at your chart, and just so that you know, the astrology is primarily for Libra risings, but in my experience, I've seen the energies are always resonant either way, even if you're a sun or a moon or a Venus rising. Yeah. So yes, while your focus has been so much into your relationships, into your marriage, into your commitment for this past time, and the Jupiter has been cruising in the sign of Aries the past few, almost a year, it's time to now start sharing deeper, vulnerable truths about yourself, either with your partner or with your close relationships or just with yourself. So Jupiter is going to transit Taurus as I make this video, 16th May. And that's exactly, and it's going to be here for up until next year, 25th May, I believe, but next year, right? Um, and all this while, this energy is really going to ask you to face your fear heads on, to really, really look up at your psychological beliefs, to look at your patterns, to look at everything that holds you back from opening up your heart fully in relationships, in connections, and it can be all kind of connections, but anything which stops you from being intimate with you, because you see, intimacy starts with you first. It's going to be brought up to the surface, because Jupiter expands wherever it goes. So on the brighter and the more positive side, it's going to enhance intimacy. It's going to enhance moments where you can be more of you, like you've never been before. But at the same time, it can also highlight the fears. It can also kind of like exaggerate sometimes your fears. So I would really suggest you to pick up some really, really, really helpful nervous system practices to calm your nervous system down, to tone it down, and to really use this time to heal your nervous system. Because I feel like, I mean, we all have overstimulated, fried nervous systems, and considering all the trauma and all the programming that we go through on this earth, I feel like there comes a time when we have to start doing this work. And I feel like for you guys, this is the time, right? This is also the time, as I said, like even in connections, to get closer to the people you love, um, or the people you've committed to in the last cycle, right? So, eighth house is about death, rebirth. It's about transformation. So this is truly a time for you to transform. After this transit next year, you are not going to be the same person that you are right now. So even if times get tough, even if things get tough, as you would have already seen probably with the Mercury retrograde, because that was also happening in your eighth house, it is happening so that when you go on the other side to meet the world, people can feel and see your energy in a way that they cannot right now. It's all about getting honest, and that's why I feel like eighth house transits are not simple for anybody, for sure, but actually very simple for people who are ready to be honest, who are ready to just face on their fears, to face on their trauma, to face on their hurt, and to not be afraid or overwhelmed or see it as bad, but just see it as an opportunity to transform, right? And as I always said, that it's any intimacy or any getting closer to yourself, in turn shows up in your most closest relationships. So if you're looking to deeply more enhance your relationships, I feel, with others, be it in your workspace or as a mother or as a partner, uh, this transit is really, really going to bring you closer to yourself. So it's not a time to make excuses, to avoid healing work. This is the time to really sit and do it. This is not the time to um uh like, I just feel like with Jupiter being here, Jupiter is also the planet of prosperity and luck. Like, it may actually also open doors for you, for some of you out there, to probably take up this healing work and, start doing it for other people. Maybe start sharing your resources. Eighth house is also about shared resources. So how can you share all the knowledge that you are gathering, or that you have gathered all throughout the world? Maybe this is not a call for you to get intimate with your gifts, with your intuition, but maybe your partner is. And maybe this is an opportunity for you to share your resources with them in a more honest, in a more transparent way. Yes, so it can just mean so many different ways for different people. We'll only know when this energy starts playing out. But I'm very, very sure that Mercury retrograde period, the last 3 weeks, have given you a glimpse of it, have given you a teaser of it. So let me know how it went for you. As for your career, I feel like this is a really, really exciting time for your career. Venus and Mars both are there, so you're probably enjoying your work right now, or you are really feeling motivated, and it just feels like very nurturing and nourishing. I feel, because they both are in Cancer, and for you, Cancer is the 10th house. So I feel like your work, if you haven't been felt called more towards having a space, having a workspace, a work environment, or a job which is very, what do I say, very nurturing and nourishing and connecting you to people, then this is your time to do that, right? But it's a time to really, like, you're probably feeling more relaxed and like you're appreciating your job, I feel. However, soon, 20th May, you will have your Mars going into your 11th house. So that means that you will, again, as I said, it's very about people, I feel like you guys are getting ready to work with people on a larger, bigger scale. And that's why I feel like the universe is really, all these transits are happening to prepare you for that deeper intimacy, for that vulnerability that one absolutely needs, be it in a leadership position or be it in a community. Like, we need to open our hearts up. Like, I have done so much of work around opening my heart to come and share these resources, to do this work in a one-on-one basis, or in a way like this, even on a free reading like this. It constantly asks me to open myself, to open my heart, to get more vulnerable with myself, so that I can be here vulnerable with you. Because 4 years ago, 5 years ago, when I started doing these videos, oh my God, guys, it was so hard for me to be in front of the camera. It's not about confidence issues. It's never about confidence. And I might come across as someone who's really confident. I mean, people have always told me that. But I want to tell you, it's not so much about confidence, maybe a little bit of it. And I can fake it, I can pretend it to be confident, but I know how it feels deep, deep inside, right? And it used to feel terrible to be in that fear of, what if people find out who I really am, and what if they don't like it, and what if they reject it? Like, that thing, it's the most fearful thing which stops us from being who we really are in front of our friends, family, colleagues, partners, right? Especially, as I said, it's eighth house is all about intimate relationships. So, and then of course, moving on, I mean, I feel like even the work that I do, even though anybody who works with me, it's a client, but I feel like this is such a deep embodiment work. This is such a deep, intimate level of work that, no, actually, it's deeper, right? I can't just say, oh, it's just, we just have a client relationship. No, all of my clients end up being my friends. And if not friends, like just really nice acquaintances. Like, we really share some deep stuff, because that's just a part of the process, right? Not a therapist, right? It's not like that. It's not so black and white. And that's why I feel like just giving that example to show you that your vulnerability is deeply, deeply needed. So if this time is kind of like pushing you to get more vulnerable, then please, please, please don't shy away from getting vulnerable. Don't shy away from going all the way to let people see who you really, really are, right? um yeah, as I was saying, 11th house, Leo, when Mars moves there, you are going to feel more inspired, more motivated for the next few weeks to to take part in communities, to talk to people, to share with people. And we need that courage. We need that depth within ourselves when we want to connect with other people. On the other side, it can be a little tough because you might be just like going through a lot of stuff within yourself, within your own being. So it will be interesting to see how you balance the two. Let's see what do we have for the cards. What else? We have the Pluto currently going retrograde in your fifth house. For the next 3 months. Pluto is about again transformation. Fifth house is about leisure. I feel like you guys have been called to rest. You guys have been called to really look at beauty, to look at pleasure, to look at your hobbies, to look at just the feminine way of living, the Venetian way of living, because that's what fifth house is really about. So actually, this is Pluto. Whenever it brings in transformation, it's for long term. So know that there's a bigger, higher purpose for this. You feeling called towards a particular hobby, a particular spirit of resting into your femininity. Yes. Okay, so looks like you guys have been walking away for something, and for some of you, you have recently, as I said, started a commitment or started a new journey or started a new passion or hobby as well. I just feel like there's a there's an energy of leaving something behind and then starting something new. If you haven't started something new, then probably this is the time that you will be. Okay. But I feel like there has been a lot of grief. There has been in leaving behind something. I do feel there has been a lot of sadness in leaving behind something, probably a dream, probably friends, probably people who just can't come to the next chapter. But it's not been easy. But I feel like there's been very karmic, past life connected as well. But you knew that you have to. It's just had like the time was here. So I also feel like currently you're probably, even though you've had a new beginning, you are going through, um, as I said, you need nervous system practices, you need restorative yogas, you need breathwork practices right now, Libras. You guys need to chill, okay? Because I can sense it, I can just feel you guys are like very afraid. You guys are very, very afraid, and you are like, wow, I can't deal with this energy right now. Because I also feel like, see, Mercury retrograde in your eighth house, it also means eighth house is also very psychic and intuitive. If you guys have not already been, this is a spiritual journey of its own. This is a whole new journey of connecting to your intuition, receiving psychic downloads. It might creep you out, but I feel like the universe is really communicating to you right now. And you are, as I said, fifth house, Pluto retrograde, a long term cycle. You're being asked to rest and receive. The Venus is really asking you to slow the F down so that you can see things which you were not able to see before, so that you can reflect on your past, so that you can just look back on the hindsight and just do this work that needs to be done, the work which has left you so heartbroken and so just in darkness and tired. I feel it could be from your childhood, it could be from your past. It is something which is over, it's not happening, but I can see that it has left you very wounded. Yes, it has left you very, very wounded. Okay. Yes, yes. This is not something which is happening right now. This is something which has happened, as I said, over the years, over the past, in your childhood. But this time is really asking you to slow down. As you slow down, you start seeing, oh my God, these are the repercussions of that wound. These are the repercussions of the trauma. And a deep, deep time of healing comes in. This is the Aquarius card, and Pluto is an Aquarius, it is retrograde in Aquarius right now, right? So it's really this energy of like, oh my God, I have to see myself for who I am. Oh my God, I see myself for who I am. Oh my God, I have to get into the waters. I have to heal. Oh my God, the sun is shining and I can see myself like I've never seen before. That's scary, especially if you've never seen your authentic truth before. And this time it's like, hey, look at this. You're still lovable. You're still acceptable. We love you. We celebrate you just the way you are. And you're like, I am not really sure if I do. You know, I hope you're getting the gist of what this eighth house transits are really about. Self-love, self-acceptance, self compassion. You want to go somewhere. We know that. The universe knows it, okay? It's not like the universe has not heard your prayers or have not seen your future, or it's not taking you somewhere by your hand. The universe knows, and the universe is taking you. I would have said this is probably you with a partner, but I would like you to see it as the universe taking you somewhere and you sitting here with probably your dreams and letting the universe guide you, letting the universe take you. Like, I feel like this is not the time, Libras, to drive anymore. It's the time to breathe in, soften up, relax, sit back, and enjoy the ride. Trust the universe to take you where you have asked it to. Sit tightly, cozy, snuggle with your inner child or with your dreams, and let the universe take you. I feel like this time is asking you to uh, cultivate a deep, deep, deep sense of uh, faith, a deep sense of trust, a deep sense of belief in the universe, in life. Do you believe that life will take care of you? That the universe is always listening, not just when you write it in your journal? Do you believe that the universe is always, always taking you by your hand? You don't have to micromanage every single thing. You come up in your own card, in your own reading. And I feel like whenever that happens, that means it's the time to reclaim yourself. It's like, I also feel it's like your higher self talking to you. So maybe when we're saying intimate relationship, maybe the most intimate relationship is yours with you. The Justice card is the Libra card, okay? And this card is about balance. It's about what you are guys stand up for, right? It's about it's about truth. It's about justice. It's about fairness, equality. Where do you feel that there is not equality? Where do you feel that there is not fairness? You guys can't take it. It's like you're non negotiable. And whenever we compromise on a non negotiable, it's not pretty. Maybe this is not something which is happening right now. Maybe this is something which has happened in the past. Maybe in the past, you felt that you were not treated fairly, you were not given the justice, and there's a part of you, the silent lioness, kind of waking up and saying, I'm so pissed off. I need justice for what happened in probably 1984. I feel you do get an opportunity to clear the air, either with somebody or with yourself, or a healing opportunity. I do feel something comes up to you externally from your circle, from your network, or from your partner. I feel okay. Yeah, I do feel a masculine energy. Now, take it as you will. Um, Coming in to remind you of your fire. Like, it's a very romantic, very soft, very beautiful, creative energy which comes up to remind you of your fire, remind you of your queenness. Two of Cups. Okay, so even like I feel like this whole self-love journey, some of you could be twin flames, but this whole self-love journey is ultimately leading you to the balancing of a relationship. Like this transformation is, yes, it is for you, it is for your own good, but it's also happening for uh for the ascension of the higher union of with your uh, divine counterpart. So I feel like probably right now you're very stressed out, you're having sleepless nights, or they are having sleepless nights, either way. But you are having a lot of sleepless nights, and it feels like nothing will ever go correct, will go right again. Maybe you're afraid to lose this person, but I just want to tell you there's actually nothing to lose, to be afraid about. If you're afraid about losing love, I think it's all coming from deep psychological places. I said this is the time to witness, this is the time to see things for what they are. Are they coming from your partner? Are they coming from your past karmic projections, or your childhood, or your father wound, or your mother wound? Difficult, very difficult questions. But I also feel like, as I said, Jupiter is the planet of luck. So I feel like you're getting lucky right now. A blessing is really bestowing on you, an opportunity is coming to heal this wound forever, right? So you are tired. You're tired of carrying this wound for a very long time. And you're like, I have been doing so much. Where is it? What I really want? And the universe is like, do you believe me? Do you? I don't think so. Okay, so let me send you somebody who you believe in. Will you listen to them? I do feel somebody might want to have a deep, honest, vulnerable conversation with you. How are you going to take it from there? Are you going to run away like all times? Or are you going to like really stay and listen and share and receive? Oops, a lot of cards. Love, Libras. Love. Love is the name of the game. It's not about your partner. It's not about love. It's not about you. It's about love. It's not even about God, actually. It's about love. We all deserve love, okay? We all want love at the end of the day. All the desires that you want, they are rooted in love, aren't they? You want a house, you want money, you want a baby, you want a husband, you want whatever, friends, family, healing a relationship with your friends, or your community, you want a business, whatever. It's all rooted in love at the end of the day. And I feel like that's what you're remembering. Okay, a lot of cards. Let me. Okay. I think you've forgotten, Libra, who you really are. You have to remember your generosity. You have to remember your generosity. You are this. You're really generous. But seems like you have forgotten your generosity. And you've kind of like gotten in this cycle of just not seeing any good. You're like kind of gotten this cycle of just not seeing the opportunities when things are standing right in front of you, because you're so busy looking at what's not working. This King of Cups is challenging you to, okay, so probably when we got earlier, the Queen of Wands, where is it? Maybe you're having a transformation from, maybe you're, okay, I just feel like we all have different phases of ourselves as we go through in life, right? Maybe there's a part of you who needed to be this fierce and this protective, this Queen of Wands energy for all your life. And now there's a King of Cups, which, or the universe, or whatever you want to say, a person or love or you, whatever, is coming in to remind you that actually you are my Queen of Cups. Actually, you are soft. Actually, you deserve love. Actually, you deserve to pause. You deserve to slow down. And this person is really holding on. I feel like just allowing you to be in your feminine, and that can also be so triggering when we've been in our masculine for so long. When we see somebody holding space for us to be in our feminines, it can be so triggering because it can just like feel threatening almost, because the nervous system is just like not wired to receive this love and safety from another person. Again, call to go back and take up your nervous system healing practices and tone down your nervous system and remind it it's safe to be loved. It's safe to be loved. I'm going to name this reading It's Safe to Be Loved, because that's what you are witnessing. It doesn't matter. For some of you might be single, some of you might be in a relationship, some of you might be married for years, okay? But it doesn't matter actually. It just doesn't matter, because you like I feel like many times we look at the timelines of our earthly assignments to see how far we've come, but the spiritual transformation, the spiritual ascension, awakening doesn't care about it. So I really feel this is a journey for you to go from here to here. You're growing, you're evolving. It doesn't mean anything good or bad, it's just how it is for you right now. You're softening up. Are you willing to receive? I would love to be this right now. And I do feel there's something that you've been manifesting. There's something that you've been very quietly, very unknowingly, uh, unconsciously perhaps been manifesting. You have been wishing and wanting and desiring for this softness in your life and this love in your life. So now that it's here, Libras, please embrace it. Please, please, please embrace it. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope you got what you needed. Watch it again if you feel, whenever you feel like coming back to this truth. Let me know down below if it resonates. I'm sending you so much love, big love. Have a beautiful month ahead, and I'll see you soon.